All right, the AC method. Doing the AC method can be difficult for some people, but the more important question is when to use the AC method and when not to. So there is really two things we're going to focus on today. When to use it, when not to, and then when you have to, how to do it. So everybody got that? All right. We're going to start with the first question here. Will you guys all copy that down? Whenever this number right here is not the number 1, AC method should pop in your brain. But we're going to check to see if this is an AC problem or if this is just where we could factor something out. Now, the other day I showed you a problem where this was not the number 1. And I said, let's look, can you take a 2 out of all 3 problems?
Yes.
Yes. Because you could take a 2 out, this is not the AC method. We're going to factor out a 2. So when I factor out a 2, I'm left with x squared minus 9x plus 20. Now do you see how the a value is actually an invisible 1?
Yeah.
When the a value is a 1, that is not the AC method. That's where we factor it into 2 binomials. So I'm going to keep my 2 on the outside, and I'm going to write 2 binomials. Now I need 2 numbers that multiply and give me 20, but when I combine them, I get negative 9. Negative 5 and negative 4. So this was not the AC method because I could factor out a 2. Now again, we are looking at the very first number, the a value. It's a 6. So if it's any number other than 1, AC method should pop in your brain. But we have to check to see if this is really an AC method problem. Can I take a 6 out of all 3 terms? Yes. So therefore, this is not an AC method. I'm going to take a 6 out. And 6 times x squared gives me 6x squared. 6 times negative 8x gives me the negative 48x. And 6 times negative 20 gives me negative 20. Now, my a value is that invisible 1 in front of the x squared. Because my a value is 1, that is not an AC method problem. This is where we factor it into 2 binomials. So we need 2 numbers that multiply and give me negative 20, but when you combine them, you get negative 8, negative 10, and positive 2. So this is my answer. All right. The first thing we always want to do is check and see if this is actually an AC problem. Because this number right here, my a value is a 2, AC method should be the first thing you always think of. So let's check. Can I take a 2 out of all 3 terms? No. So that means we have to do the AC method. Okay? All right. Step number 1 in doing the AC method is to take out the middle term and put in 2 blank spots. Step number 2 is the reason we call it the AC method. We are going to take our a value, which is the 2, times our c value, which is the 63. And what is 2 times 63? A positive 126. So I'm going to write a positive 126 over here. Now, we need to list the factors of 126, and they have to combine to give me the negative 25x in the middle. So what I want you to do is think about what numbers can multiply and give you 126. All right. 2 and 63. Now remember, our largest number has to be the same symbol as this 25. So when I say 2 and 63, I'm going to say 2 and negative 63. Now they multiply and give me negative 126. So that didn't work. What would I have to do to change that? They're both negative. Now, does negative 2 and negative 63 give me positive 126? Yes. But do they combine to give me negative 25? No. So I can't use those two. Anybody got any other guesses? Negative 6 and negative 21, right? Now, they multiply and give me 126, but do they combine to give me negative 25? No. So I can't use those. Any other guesses? All right. Negative 9 and negative 14. They multiply and give me 126. Do they combine and give me negative 25? No. Any other guesses? Negative 7 and negative 18. Do they multiply and give me a positive 126?
Yes.
Do they combine to give me negative 25x? Yes. So these are the numbers. Now, we have to plug in these numbers, and they have to equal negative 25x. So I'm actually going to plug in a negative 7x and a negative 18x. All right, so I'm going to fill in those two spots with a negative 7x and a negative 18x. The left side, I always call that my blue side, and the right side, I'm going to call that my purple side. On the blue side, what's the most I can factor out?
2.
I can take a 2 out, but can I take an x out? Yes, I can take an x out as well. And then 2x times x gives me the 2x squared. 2x times negative 9 gives me the negative 18x. On the purple part, I want to take out the most possible. Now, I'm going to work this wrong so that you guys can see real quickly. If I take out a positive 7, I would have to say an x goes here and a negative 9, negative x. Negative x goes right here and a positive 9 goes right here. Does everybody see that? Do you guys see this parentheses over here says x minus 9, but this one says negative x plus 9?
Yeah.
Those two parentheses have to be the exact same thing. If they're not the same thing, we know we've messed up. So because my parentheses are different, I know I've messed up. So I'm going to go back, and instead of taking out a positive 7, what am I going to take out? A negative 7. So negative 7 times x gives me negative 7x, and negative 7 times negative 9 gives me positive 63. Now, are my parentheses the same?
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to get this right. Now, what's the only thing written in blue and purple? X minus 9. That is one of my binomials. The other binomial is whatever's left, which is the 2x and that negative 7. So 2x minus 7 is my other binomial, and that's my answer. I'm done. All right, the first thing you always want to do, don't ever forget this, is check and see if we actually have to use the AC method. So my A value is a 5. Can I take a 5 out of all three terms? No. So that means we are stuck doing the AC method, okay? Step number 1 is to take out the middle term and put in 2 blank spots. So 5x squared, blank, blank, and a positive 56. Step number 2 is to actually multiply the A value times the C value, and I don't know what 5 times 56 is. What? 280. All right. 5 times 56. Now we need to list the factors of 280, but they have to combine and give me a positive 47. So let's try. Anybody got some numbers we can work with? 7 times 40. Does that give me 280? Do those combine and give me 47? Yes. So we figured them out real quickly. So we're going to have to plug in a 7x and a positive 40x. All right, I'm going to put my positive 40x here and my positive 7x in that spot. Now again, I always call the left side the blue side and the right the purple. On the blue side, what's the most I can take out?
5.
I can take out a 5. Can I take an x out? Yes. Now if I take out a 5 and an x, I'm left with an x plus 8. Now on the purple side, what's the most I can take out of the purple side? I can take out a positive 7. And I'm left with an x plus 8. Now, do I have the same parentheses in blue and purple? Yes. So I know I'm going to get it right. I'm going to take out my x plus 8 from both sides, and whatever I'm left with, the 5x and the plus 7 is my other binomial. So 5x plus 7. That's my answer.